Our first video comes from the Netherlands, uploaded by Reddit user Paranormal Napolska. Don't normally see a lot of videos or photos from this area, but there have been some known documented cases in the past, like the 2016 sighting of an S-shaped fin UFO that cruised over the Muiderslot Castle, which was dissected and continues to be considered a legitimate undoctored image. That is not to say that UFO culture isn't alive and well in the Netherlands. In fact, the medieval city, known as Utrecht, has quite the sight for people enjoying the park below. Built in 2000 atop the former Dutch railway office, this giant UFO was part of an art exhibit showcased around the city. Now let's take a look at this video provided by Paranormal Napolska that was captured late one evening by a friend earlier this month.
UFO. Co to kurwa jest? Ale jaja.
As usual, trolls on Reddit dismiss this as nothing but balloons, as they do with literally everything that is uploaded to the subreddit. According to the witness, and by our own account seeing the video, the object does do a 360-degree roll that just doesn't happen with a cluster of balloons connected to each other. Unfortunately, the darkness makes it impossible to get a clear look, so I leave it to you to decide what it might be. In our last episode, we covered an object flying above a sheep herder in the rural Turkish plains area of Mus. It just so happens in this next video, another object resembling that of a man, well, slightly a man, and kind of an object we seen in South Africa in a previous video, was seen over Mexico in 2020. Let's take a look. The area of this video is known as Ciudad Nezahualcoyotl, a kind of suburb of Mexico City. On the northeast side, it's one of the central hubs of commerce in Mexico City's lower income areas. As you can see from this video, the object is almost right over a large building, with the name Liverpool on its side, which is a travel agency in Mexico, giving me the impression this might be a view of Mexico City's international airport. If you are watching, and from this area, please let us know. With all that said, witnesses claim the object morphs and changes shape while suspended in the air, like some kind of claymation. What I notice is it slightly moves before descending at the tail end of the video in a controlled fashion. This might be, however, it just moving further away, giving the illusion it's descending. As we get closer to the end of the video, the visual changes become more erratic, and one commentator suggests this might be the result of the intense zoom. It certainly has many scratching their heads. April 12th of this year, in the beautiful state of Utah, comes another unorthodox UFO that are really starting to define what we call the jellyfish class. So in case you're wondering, there's the tic-tac shape like a large propane tank, the traditional saucer that became mainstream after Roswell in 1947. There is the egg shape, not quite as prominent, but still makes the scenes, and now what closely resembles an Imperial drone on the planet Hoth.
Just flying around.
Just in case it starts doing weird movements.
It's Predator.
Oh, don't go behind the house. That did look...
This short 10-second clip caught by a group of friends shows a large mushroom-shaped head with long-like tentacles just faintly slithering, as seen when the camera zooms in some. There is also no real colours, no shine from the setting sun, just grey and moving effortlessly across the sky. Very similar to Jeremy Corbell's jellyfish sighting last year that hit the UFO community pretty hard and, in my opinion, really escalated the reporting of these types of sightings from all over the world. Whatever these strange objects are, they certainly are getting more frequent in sightings. I have to wonder if these objects are anyway related to the reports from Peruvian tribes who claim 7-foot-tall creatures with large heads have been attacking them since last July. If you haven't heard about the Pelacara, check out Timothy Alberino's YouTube page where he went and conducted an investigation on the matter. It's very interesting. Twitter user Ranger H, a sky-watching enthusiast and Georgia native who has a collection of interesting sightings, uploaded a video last week of activity he witnessed on his rural homestead. Let's take a look. It all begins quiet on what I can imagine is a hot and humid night, because that is how I imagine Georgia is every day. Other than the sound of what reminds me of a sonar ping every few seconds, the area appears to be absolutely quiet. As one object enters view, it slowly gets more pronounced with its glow, and then another object enters much more erratically from the bottom and quickly speeds towards the other, and almost immediately another object enters from the top that races to unite with the other two, eventually becoming much brighter and exiting the screen to the right as they slowly fade out once more. The behavior of these three objects suggests this isn't just satellites orbiting, but something more autonomous in nature. What are your thoughts on this? If you've been watching this channel since it started 2 months ago, then this next UFO enthusiast is no stranger to you. Twitter user John Bell, and now YouTube creator at Florida Real UFO, has another interesting sighting he captured outside his home in the free state of Florida. John uses an interesting method of infrared photography and provocation with his laser to get remarkable interactions between objects hovering above. Here is just one of those encounters.
There's a jet way above it. That's how low it is. I gotta get one of these guys to come over. Come on. You don't know I've been sitting out here. Might as well come on over. Get a better look at you guys anyway. Come on. He's come over quite a bit. Come on, man. Ain't nobody gonna bother you out there. Come on. You're already here. Why wouldn't you come over? Wish y'all like to see me in pain. I have to turn around in my chair to catch you guys. At least he got closer there for a minute.
If you would like to see more, head over to Real Florida UFO YouTube page and check out the large selection of sightings he has captured, and let's help him get over 1,000 subscribers so he can get monetized while you're at it. While doing some researching on a prior video, I came across this sighting from 14 years ago to the day that was uploaded by JTP Freak on YouTube. The footage looks to be being filmed from the individual's home window using a wide zoom on the tic-tac shaped UFO. The distance is quite far and a good 1,000+ feet in the air. As the witness zooms back into the object, we see another suddenly appear and the other vanish just seconds later. This second new object is much more aggressive in its movements, swooping down a bit in altitude, then leveling off in incredible speed. Some past viewers mention it is below the cloud cover, making it impossible to be a satellite or the space station. Keep in mind this would have been 2009, so no SpaceX as well. Let me know what you think down in the comments. These next two videos come from the forbidden social media lands of TikTok. Brace yourselves. Allegedly, this was sighted in Texas on May 13th of this year, traversing over an urban area in the daytime sky. The object resembles nothing I've seen before, and we cover a lot of different shapes as you have already seen in this video. The phantom-like object has a slight resemblance to the shadowy sighting during the eclipse last month, covered in our April 12th video. Here is an inverted shot of the object. Offers not much more distinguishment, but that of a barrel or capsule shape. As with most videos that reach TikTok, they become cannibalized and mutilated, with no trace of the original source, so we may never know. What I have next for you is quite exciting. It was filmed by multiple witnesses in Guayaquil, Ecuador, and Iztapalapa, Mexico on May 7th of this year. The distance between these two witnesses is over 2,400 miles, and were uploaded on different social media sites. If this is legitimate, it would be the holy grail of UFO sightings, so let's take a look. The first sighting comes from TikTok user Portalovny, who states that on May 4th, the disc was sighted over Iztapalapa, Mexico, which is a borough of Mexico City, with well over several million people living in the region. They point out that no noise could be heard from the object, and it simply remained motionless, just being static in the daytime sky. Over on X, we have Alex Nada's submission of exactly the same object but allegedly now in Ecuador. The object is exhibiting the same behavior as before, revealing what appears to be a yellow outer shell with a slight glimmer of shine from the sun and possibly struts encircling its outer area. My hunch is it's a massive drone, but if so, for what purpose? Is it surveilling the populace like some sinister overmind? What's your opinion? Here is a short video of a commercial aircraft flying above Guadalajara from a late-night flight out of Tijuana. The pilots aboard capture multiple objects above the city, moving in all sorts of directions. This was filmed between April 28th and May 1st of this year. Thanks for watching and staying till the end. Please leave a like and comment, and I will see you again next episode. Take care, everyone.